La Mer.
Things were a little bit awkward. As you can see, there was one part where an associate came up and they were like, "Is this your phone?" And I'm just like, "Yeah." So today's the 16th, so it's Mardi Gras, and even though I'm home alone for the day, we have beats. Something. Anyway, I'm still reading through Always and Forever Laura Jean and Mockingjay, which I started between Sunday night and yesterday, respectively, and things are going pretty good. Things are super slow at work, so it's been really easy to try and get more reading done this week. Like, they've been letting people out early. It's so dead. Like yesterday alone, there was like 20 minutes of just downtime between each like thing. So yeah, it's been nice. So yeah, and then I've also been watching some more of Vampire Diaries as well in between reading sessions. And Luna. Yeah. Trying to think of what really else is going on. I finished editing through the book shopping vlog and did kind of like my little closing piece of that video yesterday, so it's all ready to go. And now I was going to see about potentially going over to Gottwall's maybe later this week to do some book shopping vlog stuff there, but literally maybe an hour after I finished like uploading everything for that video, when I said I would probably see about doing that this week, I ended up seeing that Gottwall's is actually closing the location that I usually go to for renovations for the rest of the week. So I won't actually be able to go until, I think they said it's closed till like the 21st. Not 100% sure, but anyway. So by that point I'll pretty much be starting my next work week, so it'll be a hot minute. But yeah. I'm trying to think also in terms of what to best do with these sort of vlogs from here, because the January one was a little bit long, but like I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm considering maybe, it's a little late for this month to do like weeks at a time. I don't know. I may still do like an all-in-one this month, and then like March onwards maybe do like weekly and kind of go from there. So maybe do that for like 2 videos in a week, where I do regular booktube stuff like challenges or reviews or this or that, once a week, and then also do like a weekly vlog in addition to that. We shall see, but I think that's kind of where I want to lean towards going from here. So yeah, but it was kind of nice. I actually spent some of the morning kind of like discussing with another bookstagrammer about like the To All the Boys I've Loved Before, the third movie, and just like the series in general, and the third book, because of course the third movie just came out, and she just reread the full series and watched all the movies, and I'm watched all the movies, and then I'm only rereading book 3 afterwards. So we kind of were discussing some stuff. Pretty sure their name is Ashley the Reader on Instagram. So yeah, we were just discussing a bit about like whether we preferred the books versus the movies and different changes and stuff. But yeah, I'm really enjoying rereading it because there is some things that I had forgotten about. Like, I had forgotten that the Song Coveys have a dog in the books named Jamie Fox Pickle, and yeah, because it's been like about a year, maybe 2, since I read through the series, and I did listen to it on audiobook at the time, so yeah. So it's been nice kind of rereading through the physical book this time around and kind of catching on different things. Like, I was also reading through like all the Hamilton references because I had known next to nothing about Hamilton at the time I'd been reading them the first time, and now I've actually watched it a couple months ago, so now I like really get the references. So yeah, that was also nice. And then Mockingjay, not too far into it, like basically just gotten to where they're kind of discussing how they want to put Katniss out into the actual district areas and everything to do like her promotional videos, since doing ones on their like stage set in District 13 just aren't really working because Katniss like ain't about that fakery. So yeah, that's also one that I haven't read in a hot minute because I want to say I haven't read a Mockingjay since around the time Hunger Games, the first movie, came out, because I did binge through the whole trilogy in like 4 days right around the time that the first movie came out. So yeah, it's been like, holy crap, has it been like 9 years now? Well, okay. There's an epiphany. Yeah. Anyway, I'm on my lunch break and I want to sort of chill for a little bit longer, so I'm gonna kind of end this for now. And yeah, talk later. Hey, Danny boy. Alice. So now you know how to be quiet on there? When I'm finally done? Let's see how it is. No. What happened? Thank you. She just want to be held. Oh no. She's perfect. I'll bring you to the couch. There you go. Addie. Anyway, what I was starting the video to kind of go about is a bit of a reading update while my food is in the microwave. Luna, relax. She gets very needy. So anyway, actually skipped reading pretty much at all, literally at all. On Wednesday, it was so slow at work and I just got carried away on a Vampire Diaries binge. But anyway, yesterday though, I listened to a ton of Mockingjay on audiobook, so I got a lot of progress there. I think it was like 150 pages that I got through or something like that. No, more than that, I think. Way more than that, maybe. I'm like not wanting to math in my brain right now, but if I remember correctly, I got from page like 166 to 323, so that's like a decent chunk there. So probably like 190 pages then. I'm just trying to think back on like my maths from when I was looking in on it. It's harder when you're not actually reading the book physically, okay? Anyway, so I did that while I took care of a few errands yesterday. I did drop by the local Goodwill across from the grocery store yesterday, and I picked up a couple movies. Didn't really see much in terms of books that I liked. The only books that I really saw there of any interest was they had a copy of the first Divergent book, but I already have it, and they had a copy of Catching Fire, but I already had it, and there was another book that I already had as well, so like I didn't get them. But I did get 2 movies. I ended up picking up a copy of, let's see, these 2 here. So first is Maid of Honor, which I've seen once a few years ago, which was a good movie. And then also this one, which I've never heard of before, called Adaptation. And it has Meryl Streep in it and Nicolas Cage, and I've never heard of it, but it sounds kind of interesting, where basically this like author or screenwriter like ends up he writes himself into his own movie basically, and I thought it was an interesting concept, so I got those two. So I still have to like update our movie shelves down here to include these newer acquisitions. So I did recently also get the whole of Quantum Leap a few weeks ago, as well as Beauty in the Briefcase, because Hilary Duff for life. So yeah, we have a decent amount of movies and shows here. So sadly this looks more organized than my own bookshelf, but that's because there are fewer size differences in movie cases than there are in books. Books are every different size. You would think it would just be like some taller paperbacks, shorter paperbacks, and like mass market and hardcover and whatnot, and like maybe like 5 or 6 different sizes. No, there's like 50, because everything like is like this much difference in height. It makes trying to do a like organization by height very difficult and annoying. I only have like few things that I'm very like particular about. To that level, organizing my books is one of those things. Anyway. I've had a pretty lazy morning today, where got up around 10-ish and had a call with the church missionaries again for like 15 minutes or so. I was thinking that we were going to do another video call like we did the other time 2 weeks ago, but it ended up being just a phone call. So yeah, not my favorite phone calls, but work with what you gotta do sometimes. And then after that, I was just using my computer for a little while I like ate breakfast, which was kind of late. And I also filmed a new proper booktube video. So I finally filmed the first review, reread, unhaul challenge video, so I'm very excited about that. So I'm going to work on editing that over the week. I also need to make sure that I do better about also going back and editing videos that I haven't gotten to yet on my old channel, because we've got like 6 months to go through. And this is why we started doing things on a new channel for the booktubes, because your girl got super far behind on editing. Anyway. So I'm deciding what I'm going to do with the rest of the day, because I was supposed to clean some today, but it's already like 4 o'clock. So once I finish eating, I'm gonna have to find some willpower somewhere, because I have to do the litter boxes and sweep and check over the bathrooms, make sure everything's clean. And a project I do also need to do outside of the regular cleaning is I need to actually go through our fridge and pantry and actually make sure we throw out anything that is outdated, because we haven't gone through it in basically at all, really. I think I maybe checked through, well, no, I have checked through stuff once before when I like really organized everything, right around shortly after the shutdowns, I think, actually. So still pretty much just at the start of the year that we've lived here. So regardless, it's overdue, because the fridge is stuffed full right now, and I'm fairly certain there are some things that can probably come out. At the very least, I definitely need to fix up the pantry because it's a mess. But yeah. And unfortunately, the second of my 3 days off is almost over. It feels like I've barely had any time to myself. Need to be better about being productive during these days off. But one of the things I did at least get done yesterday after I did groceries, I went through our cabinet that has like all of our plastic grocery bags. I usually reuse them for the litter boxes, so I'll like tuck like 3 of them inside of each other, just to help with like in case a bag is super full or heavy so it doesn't split, or if there are small holes, like they're kind of staggered so it doesn't leak. So yeah, usually do that, or I use it for like trash. If I'm going up to Marietta for the day to visit family, I will take like my breakfast, I'll usually put in a bag and then double it as a trash bag after I finish eating, things like that. But the cabinet was stuffed full of the bags, and usually I just like ball them up and like put them all in one bag and then put that bag in there with other bags stuffed full of bags. But yeah, it gets kind of crazy trying to separate them out. So I actually went through yesterday, and it took probably around an hour in total, but actually went through and like flattened them all out and separated all the ones that had holes, and laid them out flat on the shelf in the cabinet. So now they take way less space, because before it was like both of the shelves were stuffed full of like the big bunches of bags, and now it's just like one stack. So it's nice. My food is ready, but I'll show you how it came out. So it used to be full all the way across. Now I have just that one stack of plastic bags to go through. Now we can actually store all the things in it. Hey, you want it? So, anyway, it's now time to eat my super late lunch and try and get some cleaning done.